What's good? What's good, everybody? It's your boy Chris Blues with another edition of My View of the Line podcast. Yo, it's been a minute. I appreciate y'all patience, but we back at it. You know what I mean? Now we got the visual format for y'all and everything.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, I appreciate y'all checking in. Appreciate y'all listening and everything. And today we got a very special guest. You know what I'm saying? We got my man from VA, Brandon Worrell. Did I pronounce that correctly?
Yeah, yes.
Brandon Worrell?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
It gets butchered a lot.
Does he?
It does.
What's some of the worst things you heard?
Worley, which there's no Y in it, or I don't. Worrell.
Got you. Got so Worrell.
But yeah,
Brandon Worrell. Okay.
Yeah, but Worley is out on.
Yo, what's so funny? Because when I first met you, I feel like I heard you said your name was Trey.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
Full name. To a point before things were fixed. Brandon Morris Trayshawn Worrell.
Brandon
so I had two middle
Warren
names.
Trayshawn
Morris
Trayshawn
Worrell. So I had two middle names at one point.
Got you. Oh.
And then the Trayshawn got taken off.
So you took the Trayshawn off yourself?
No, it was taken off. It wasn't supposed to be there.
Got you. So Trayshawn was not supposed to be there.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah, a little snafu.
Yeah.
When I was born, so yeah.
Okay, got you. All right, so I'm glad you said that when you was born and everything. So first off, I appreciate you checking in with us, coming through, allowing us to speak to you and everything. So salute to you for that. Just a little background on My View of the Line podcast, man. It's really pretty much just, trying to document our history as far as urban soul line dancing with, influencers, choreographers, instructors, some regular dancers, you know what I'm saying, that have helped, push the culture forward and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I've been fortunate enough to interview some pretty substantial contributors.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, and I appreciate you checking in on listening and everything.
Yeah.
But, so yeah, I definitely had to get you in the building. Definitely had to get your story. You know what I'm saying? Because there are people that know you, but they don't really know you.
True.
You know what I'm saying? And not to say they're going to know you after this, right, but they get a better idea on where you stand, who you are, and stuff like that. So I appreciate you coming through and everything.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
great time.
We're gonna get into some easy things. We're gonna get into maybe some controversial things.
Cool.
You know what I'm saying? But we keep it a bean on everything. So, just get started, man. My first question is always, where you from? Born and raised?
Born in Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay.
Moved around after birth, so I've been in Columbia, South Carolina. I've been in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. I've been in Greensboro, North Carolina, and to Richmond, Virginia. And even in between that, back and forth to Hampton. So, like, if I had to claim a home, 757. So shout outs to Shell Road, because that's where a lot of my memories and like my childhood is at.
Word. So okay. So all right. So we started in Atlanta.
Yes.
So you're born in Atlanta. Then you traveled up to South Carolina. You said Columbia, South Carolina.
Yep.
So Columbia, South Carolina. What age range would you say this is? Like, what's South Carolina first and then North Carolina?
Yeah.
So South Carolina.
South Carolina is. Nope, I reversed it. I'm lying. It's North Carolina for Winston-Salem.
Okay.
Winston-Salem first. So that's preschool up to 3rd grade.
Got you.
South Carolina 4th grade to 6th grade.
All right.
Richmond 7th grade till now.
Word. So Atlanta, North Carolina, South Carolina, Richmond.
Yeah.
But you were like in Hampton area and stuff like that.
Yeah, because my grandparents have always lived in it.
So that's why you claiming it. You spent a lot of time there. That's what's up though. Shout out to the 757. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to the 17 groups in the 757. The 17 factions of the 757 crew. Yeah,
and they roll deep.
Absolutely.
They roll deep.
Roll deep like step and step. No doubt. So born and raised, born Atlanta, went to North Carolina, South Carolina, did some Hampton 757 area stuff, and landed in Richmond. Landed in Richmond. Now that's where I know you from Richmond.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So how long would you say you were in Richmond? Because how old are you right now?
38.
All right, so you're 38. Okay, so Richmond area.
Richmond area. So 7th grade, that means I was
Oh, you was like 12.
12, 13. Yeah.
Okay, so Richmond since you was 12.
Yes.
Word, okay. And Richmond area code is what, 814?
804.
804, okay,
Yeah.
804. Shout out to the 804. All right, so you've been in Richmond for quite some time.
Yes.
Yeah, so no doubt. All right, cool. Now, Richmond, I'm not too familiar with it. I'm familiar with DMV.
Right.
So that's like, DC, Maryland, Virginia, but it doesn't go. So I think with Virginia, it's as far as when they say DMV, what Virginia part is the DMV? Like, it's like Arlington or something? Or like, I don't know the northern cities of VA. Would Richmond be considered DMV?
I doubt it.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Because it's more south,
Yeah.
right, of Virginia.
Yeah, because
Okay.
Richmond is the capital. But
That's a flex. That's a flex. I'm in the capital. It is what it is, right?
yeah, but DMV, DC, Maryland, Virginia. So North Virginia, that's like Arlington,
Right. Okay.
Alexandria,
Got you.
and
Yeah, all right.
The
all right.
1,000 of other cities.
Right. All the way up there,
Right.
where the traffic is horrible. Right. We don't even want to talk about that. I got you.
Yeah, because I had to drive through it.
Yeah,
And I got to drive back.
So, all right, let me see. So, Richmond, what would you say like Richmond is known for? Like, as far as like, if it's known for anything, you know what I mean? Not some like Philly cheesesteaks and you know what I mean, certain type of soul music and stuff like that. Like with the Richmond area, what would you say like Richmond is known for, if anything?
Really, Richmond, Virginia, they just references as a commonwealth.
Okay.
Really. So, I mean, Richmond, the city itself, they pride themselves on like their historic areas where, you still got the cobblestone streets and the statues and,
Oh, word. Okay.
museums and things like that. But as far as like food or, stuff like that.
So like with the museums and statues, are we talking like Confederate type?
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what
So
we're
you're
talking
dealing with
about.
like old Southern
Yes.
Confederacy vibes.
Yes.
When you were coming up, were you dealing with any? I guess I don't want to say. I mean, you can only say racism. Were you dealing with any like racist prejudice issues?
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
if you're so go ahead.
In high school, I was wrongfully placed in handcuffs before.
Word.
Yeah. In my own neighborhood, just, hanging out with my friends, like playing football.
So police just rolled. I mean, unfortunately, it's a common story, but to know that you were in a place where the Confederacy was still looked at as like, people took pride in that and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You were coming up in a space where I guess you had to look out for that racism for real. I mean, I'm from Philly, so not to say that we never experienced racism, but we weren't living in a space where it was like all the time looking out for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Word. That's
But you could always see it like subtly depending on the area that you go to. So, you'll get the looks like, oh,
what are you doing here?
right, yeah.
What, depending on the area that you're in and stuff?
Yeah, depending on the area that you're in, it might be 2 or 3 of us, black, and then everybody else white, and it's
like what's going on?
Like,
word. No, that's real, bro.
Yeah.
So this is like middle school into high school, or just whatever. Like
mainly high school.
Got you.
Because I started, venturing off on my own. Had my car and all of that. So,
Got you.
Now we hang out with friends, and we're going to like team clubs or socials, and there's a lot of like country line dancing.
Okay.
In Richmond, like a lot of classes and stuff, a lot of VFWs and
right.
that. So me and my friends, we just going to dance, and we walk in, and
the looks,
it's like in the movies, it almost get quiet.
Yo, that's real. That's real. I had no idea, and not that I'm surprised though, right? Because they said that Virginia is probably one of the most racist states in the union, right? Like
it's there, but there's a melting pot there. So I mean, you have Hispanic, you have East Indian, you have a lot.
So when you were coming up, were those other ethnic groups still prevalent, or as you grew into an adult, you started seeing more and more of that, like them coming in?
I saw it more when I got older.
Right. Okay.
It started coming in.
That makes sense. Okay. Yeah. That
especially
makes sense.
with where I work now, I see everything and
everyone.
Oh,
I'm sure. Like
Yeah.
America's ethnicity has, like, since I've been coming up, I've seen. Listen, the minorities are becoming the majorities, right?
Yeah,
like
right.
it just, and I think that's a common thread across the country. So you coming up, high school in Richmond.
Yes.
What high school?
L.C. Bird.
L.C. Bird.
Boyd Campbell Bird High School.
Shout out to
Class
L.C.
of
Bird.
04.
Come on, 04. Check it, 04. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. So you did the high school thing. High school, athletic. You know what I mean?
Did,
different teams.
not for the school. Did association basketball because, all the friends, like, we wanted to play together. And
Right.
then you had, like, your factions in school. So they would go to the opposing teams and we talk trash in the hallway. Like, yeah, we going to see y'all next week, man. We going to wax y'all. It's
So
like,
is that like would they consider that like a rec league or something? Like an outside league of the school leagues?
Yes.
Okay. So you didn't want to play for school?
no.
You just weren't
No,
interested?
I just wanted to have fun. Yeah, I wasn't, I'm not that big of a competitive person.
Okay.
So, school athletics was not for me. I was like, man, I just want to go out here and do whatever.
Just have a good time in high school.
Yeah.
Brandon the student.
Student.
How was Brandon the student in high school?
Brandon the student in high school was a class clown.
Nah, bro.
Yeah, no, for real.
Nah,
because
bro. Class clown though.
Yes, yeah, class clown.
Nah, I know you're funny. Like, I know, you know what I mean? Like, we homies, you know what I'm
Right,
saying? So
yeah.
I know you got a sense of humor, but
Yeah.
like class clown is like, that's class
Yeah,
clown.
but see,
like,
I would finish my work. I'm getting it done.
okay.
Because, like, when I'm focused, I'm focused. So I finish the work while everybody else is still done. So I'm, like, sitting there with nothing to do. So I get to talking to people and disrupting them.
So in a academic space, it almost sounds like you were bored with school because you got the knack for it, took care of it, and then that gave you, you know.
Shout out to my parents because they were both super smart. So, that just came down to me. So I'm
listen,
grateful
the
for
DNA,
that.
right? The
Right.
DNA. Now I see that. I definitely see academic. Like, you're a smart guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you could tell that intelligent, intellectual. You know what I mean? When you're talking to you, like, we've had certain talks where, like, even me walking away is like, and you're younger than me, but it's still like, yo, like, I learned something, you know what I mean? Or I got something out of it. You did what I'm saying? So,
that.
so you as a student, I can see, and I can also see, I don't know, class clown. I mean, after you say what you just said, I can see that because your sense of humor allows you to actually be able to speak to a broad spectrum of people. You know what I'm saying? So you was probably cool with, like, everybody.
Yeah.
Like, Brandon's the cool boy.
Yeah, I was very neutral. So,
yeah.
I was often in the middle of stuff because it's like, man, why are you still talking to them? It's like, they ain't done nothing to me.
Right. I'm not going to take on no beef. Like, it ain't no beef.
Right.
Like, yeah,
it's
no,
like,
no
if y'all
doubt.
beefing, like, squash it.
That's intelligent. That's intelligent.
Yeah.
No doubt. No
Run
doubt.
the friendly fade or whatever, but do what
Run
you got
the friendly fade.
Yeah,
Yo, back
like,
in the
do
day,
what
you
gotta-
could straight have a fight and
Yeah.
be cool.
Yeah.
Right
Sometimes
after
you
that.
got to get that out of you.
Sometimes
so,
you definitely gotta get that off your chest. Yo, that's some grown man shit for real. So high school, not really on the athletic tip, but you did some rec ball stuff like that,
Yes.
where you were able to have some competition. So any other sports, anything like that? Nothing.
Well,
or clubs.
Prior to high school, I did play baseball.
Okay, I can see that. Baseball is real too.
That was North Carolina. So, I started with T-ball, minor,
Come on,
to
Southern.
major. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
what's up. Okay, I could definitely see the baseball too. I play a little bit of baseball. Yeah,
so
man.
got some trophies off of that. So, I had some
I mean,
kind of talent
come
in
on,
there.
success.
Yeah,
success is success.
shout
Like,
out,
we'll take it. Like, a win is a win.
Yeah, it is.
A win is a win. Any
Literally.
clubs? Any, like, student union, student government?
No.
Yeah, I mean, you was all for that.
I ain't wanna
Nothing.
do that. No,
You
once
ain't
school
with it.
was over, that's
Peace.
it.
The bell
we
rang,
out, yeah.
and I'm out.
Yeah.
Might leave my school bag and everything. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm gone.
Cool. So, finished up high school. Any college?
Partial.
For the-
So I did community college about a year and some change.
Okay.
I was in there for graphic arts, actually.
Word. That's tough. So that's it. That's like Well, did you do anything with that? Like
No.
graphic arts is a thing, like
At
especially in
that-
the world that we live in now
Yeah,
too.
now,
Like,
see,
yeah,
now I'm like,
like,
"Dang, I should have stuck with that." But it got to a point where I was like, I already know how to do all of this because I was always toying with computers anyway,
got you. Okay.
and I would always use, the paintbrush art thing that comes on the computer. I was
Right.
always messing around with that. And
Have you saved like any of your work from back then? Like, would you be able to tap into that?
oh no, that computer crashed.
Oh, word. We talking about a 20-year-old computer, right?
That thing is dead.
He said, "Yo, you actually was a
But
20-year-old computer." Like,
I
yeah.
did find, because I was also in like AutoCAD and engineering drawing classes, and I found some of those.
Okay, and this is after you left school, or while you were in school.
This is while I was in school.
Okay, so you got down
Yeah.
with that and everything.
Yeah, so that was like an elective you
Okay.
could sign up for.
All right.
So yeah, architectural, engineering, drawing, I was in there. AutoCAD, I did good because I was already on computers anyway, so
Word.
that just naturally made sense to me.
It does make sense. Absolutely. So we didn't finish up college.
No, we didn't.
You ever
finish
thought
it
about
out.
going back?
Yeah,
Word.
definitely.
Yeah, like
Definitely,
it's
yeah.
never too late.
I thought about that, a trade,
A trade, no doubt. No doubt.
because I like 4-year. I found out a long time ago, like 4-year was not gonna be for me.
It's not for everybody.
Yeah.
For sure. It's not for
Yeah.
everybody. Like I wish I would have went to college and really finished up some stuff. You know what I mean? Like yeah, it was for me, but life got started early. Like grown man life got started early for me. You know what I mean? So, I kind of put that on the back burner and never finished up anything. So out of school, this and that, your profession, like what does Brandon do to make a living?
So I work for DMV.
Okay.
I've been there 11 years. Currently, I manage all the mobile units for the state of Virginia. So basically what we do is with our portable equipment, we travel to different areas so we can set up inside of like a rec center or a library or a school, and we can process everything a front counter can. So if you
Nice.
want your ID, we can do that. If you want your title and registration, compliance, you want to change your address.
And this is a mobile
Right. So we used
entity.
to have buses that we did this on.
Okay.
So they would gut out like a old Donate Life bus or a prison bus and actually have 2 to 3 stations, and we just pop our laptops in there. It had the printers already in there, camera, test stations.
Nice.
So yeah, we could do the whole shebang with the bus, but now with Connect is what we call it. No testing, but we can do everything else.
That's what's up. So y'all getting the real IDs ready for everybody.
Yeah, the
The real ID is a thing. The real ID is a thing.
Yeah.
They got to be ready by May what?
7th.
May 7th, you have to have your real ID
Or a passport.
or a passport
Or military ID.
to travel
Domestic flight.
domestic flights.
Or enter any federal building.
You need your passport or a real ID
Yeah.
by May 7th.
May 7th.
May 7th.
May 7th.
Like, get to it. All right, so what would you call your position? What's your position, like, if there's a title?
The actual title is Customer Relations and Outreach Manager.
Okay.
I just say manager.
Right.
Who's
I
saying
mean,
all
it's
that?
a flex.
Right.
Okay. I manage.
Right.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
You don't need to know everything.
That's
All right, cool. So personal life a little bit. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So we
yeah.
got your profession, personal
Yeah.
life. You know what I mean? What's my man's status? I mean, I know, but I don't know if the people know. You know what I'm saying? So,
Married 8 years.
married 8
8
years.
years. Coming up on 9.
To
In
the
August.
uber talented. Uber talented.
Yes.
What's her whole name?
Shamika Carter Worrell.
Shamika Carter Worrell, or you would know her as Miko. Okay.
Or Style Swag.
Style swag, yes. Miko style swag, yes indeed.
There we go.
Married 8 years.
8 years.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to her, definitely. Wonderful woman. You picked a wonderful woman,
yeah.
homie. For sure,
Yeah.
for sure. Congratulations
Lucky.
to
Thanks,
you. You know what I
man.
mean?
Thanks, yeah.
Proud dad.
Yes.
Yes,
Of
indeed.
2.
Of 2. Come on.
got
Yes,
a
indeed.
teen
Yes, indeed. Teen son.
son.
And you got a little
Xavier.
shorty.
4. Aislinn.
Aislinn.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. She got a middle name?
Jordan.
Word. Okay, shout out to Jordan. I got a
Yes.
son named Jordan, no doubt. Aislinn Jordan Worrell.
Yeah,
That's what I'm talking about.
it.
Congrats on the family status,
Yeah,
man.
thanks,
You know what I
man.
mean? Definitely, man. Seeing you grow into, since I've known you about what, 10, 12 years?
Yeah.
Easy. You know what I'm saying? Probably longer than that, maybe 15. I feel like I've met you in like 11 or 12.
When was the first brunch that we went to?
If it was depending on well, no matter if it was a Silk brunch or a Parkside brunch, it would have been the same.
The Maryland joint.
Oh,
that's the first.
Did you hit up one when it was Randy Dennis?
Yes.
Oh, then that's like 11, 12 for sure.
Okay, so
for sure. That's when I met you. Then
it tracks.
Yeah. Seeing you grow, man, definitely has been a pleasure. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the family stuff, man. Congratulations on that. You know what I'm saying? Keep up the good work.
Yes,
you know
sir.
What I mean?
Yeah.
We're gonna go back a little bit. So when, as a child, high school, middle school, was there any early like dance affinities or music affinities?
Yeah, both.
Any training, like formal dance training?
No.
Okay,
dance training,
so nothing like no tap,
no
hip hop classes, no ballet or nothing like that.
None of
just
that.
just a young brother coming up.
Yeah, just
part of whatever music movement was going on and dancing that was going on.
Yeah, R&B. That's how I was introduced to from my mom, my dad, my uncle. First person I saw on TV dance was Michael Jackson.
Jackson.
That was my mentor.
So man, listen, man, like talk about an influential icon.
Yeah.
People, there are kids now who love Michael Jackson.
Right.
And Michael Jackson has probably passed like 10 years now, something like that.
Yeah.
Like Mike has been going for a considerable amount of time, and there are kids who were born after he passed,
right,
that love Michael Jackson,
that know who he is.
Right, like Beat It, Thriller, Dangerous, like all these Mike songs, the movies, Moonwalker, all that stuff. Was you watching
the video
Moonwalker?
games,
yeah, the video games, man. The Mike, the Wii game,
yeah, the Wii. Even before that, like, see, watch. Some of y'all gonna remember this. So when Pizza Hut had their standalones, right, the buffet joint, right, so they had a little arcade game, and they had the Moonwalker
arcade game.
Yeah.
See, I must have been an old head then. It was like that?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Michael Jackson video games. So R&B music, hip hop music?
Little bit, but
okay. When you're coming up, if you're born, what are you? 84, 86. So you're a 90s hip hop dude, for real. If there's hip hop in it, so like the Rockefellers, the Rough Riders, Jadakiss.
So when I was, and another shout out to 757, because some of y'all gonna know what I'm talking about. I used to go to Peddler's Village, go get mixtapes. So we talking D Block.
Word, that's locks. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. Jadakiss,
Paul Kane, Fabulous.
Yeah.
So I listened to that for a little while, but I was always mainly R&B, neo soul type of.
I ain't mad at it. But I could get that.
Yeah.
You're definitely that guy. Yeah. All right, cool. So no formal training, which watching your dance style, I wouldn't have been surprised if you said you had some formal training, right? Because you light on your feet, your footwork crazy, but we'll get into that.
Yeah.
We'll get into that. You know what I mean? All right, so we got your family history, stuff like that. When did you start line dancing?
I started line dancing in 2011 in the summer. Through my mom. So my mom went to a line dance class.
Okay, shout out to moms.
Shout outs to moms. She came home. She was like, hey, I went to this class. I think you really like it because I know you like to dance. You like music. Go check it out. She was like, but really, I want you to see this guy that shows up.
Okay.
His energy is just through the roof. It's crazy. And I'm like, all right, mom. Like, I'm not really. I'm like, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know me. You're my mom.
You don't know me. Right? You're my mom. You know nothing about me. You just birthed me. Right.
So I go.
Okay.
And, I walk in. So this is D&G. This is Donna and Gary at this point.
Word, D&G. Shout out to the D&G family. Yes, it did.
D&G Lions. So I walk in. It's Donna. We got Tammy Parker in there. We got April Parker in there. Little Jaden is in there.
Little Jaden.
Yeah.
Little Bits.
Young Little Bits.
Yes, Little Bits. No doubt.
Little Bits is in there. So, beginner class. I'm in the back in the corner. I got my hands in my pocket. I'm just minding my business. But I'm picking it up. I'm like, okay.
2011.
Okay. Picking it up. It's easy. Catch on the floor stuff. But I like the songs because a lot of them are R&B.
Right, no doubt.
A lot of them kind of on the old school side. So I'm like, okay, I can get with that. So in the class, Tammy walks over. I was like, hey, you did a real good job. You know, you picked them up really fast. You should stay for the intermediate advance.
This ride or die.
Ride or die.
Okay, shout out to her.
Yeah.
Shout out to just the tip.
Yeah.
Just the tip.
Fire. Learn it if you don't. If you don't know, learn that. It's on YouTube. So she comes up to me and is like, yeah, so you should stay for the intermediate advance. I think you catch on to that too. So I'm like, there's levels. So already I'm kind of like intrigued now. I'm like, oh, there's more.
Gotcha. right. Gotcha.
Right. So I stay, and right before class about to start, Gary runs in.
Okay. Of D&G.
Of D&G, right.
No doubt.
Right. He runs in, you know, he drives trucks, so he's in between routes. So he's like, yo, what's up to everybody? He was like, yo, play Chuck Baby real quick. I just want to get something in.
So wait a minute. Wait. So in between working tractor trailer.
Yes.
So he's driving tractor trailers.
Yeah.
He drives past the class with his tractor trailer.
Yeah. Like he pulls around to the back, walks in.
Runs in.
Asks
for Chuck Baby. Just so he could do it and leave?
Yes.
Okay, all right, so continue. Right, like what are we talking about, right?
Yes. So, yo, Chuck Baby throws it on. Pump, 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 pump. I watch the feet. I'm like, do that again. I like that, and I liked his energy. So, you know, he's real bouncy. He's real, you know,
right.
all over the place. I'm like, well, what's this? Because everything else he was doing was real mellow, real smooth. Now it's a different energy. And he's a different energy. So I'm like, yo, what's that? Do that again. So he teaches me that. I'm like,
so he teaches you by yourself, like on the side, or does the class teach it?
No, I just told him to keep doing it.
Oh, gotcha.
I didn't want him to stop.
Were they dancing with him, or he was just doing it?
He was doing it, and I think Tammy jumped in. Donna was off to the side, you know, getting herself ready for next class and everything. But I think it was Gary. Everybody else was just kind of chilling on the side.
Gotcha.
And I think Tammy was like in the back.
Word.
Because she was doing it.
So he's just dancing Chuck Baby.
Yeah, hard.
And if you know Gary, then you know exactly what he's talking about for sure. And pause on that. All right, okay. But Right.
Got
So
him.
right. So he's doing this thing. You're trying to catch it.
Right.
So now they got the hooks in you.
Yeah.
The hooks are in you.
Yeah.
It's a wrap.
At that moment.
Now you know.
Now.
So Chuck Baby is the dance.
Yeah,
that hooked you.
That launched it. Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy.
You can say that, yeah.
Chuck Baby. Stayed for intermediate advanced after coming to beginner class because your mom suggested it.
Right.
Yo, everybody has a story, man.
That's true.
Everybody has an origin in this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's super dope to hear that, you know, moms put you on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Like, yeah. And it all probably means that much more, right? Like it's something in common.
Yeah.
Right? I'm sure a lot of people out there, they have things in common with their mom. Like with my mom loves to partner dance. So she loved bop, cha-cha.
Yeah.
So like I'm her dancing kid. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
whenever we're in an event or a space where there's partner dancing going on, like I'm the guy for her. You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
So that's something that we have in common. Like so it allows us, you know, it bridges the gap from generations and allows us to get closer. You know what I'm saying? So something that you had in common with your mom. So that's pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? So your group affiliation was D&G from the get.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And then you wind up joining the group.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. How did that come about? Was it just constantly coming to class, or did they actually talk to you about joining the group?
No, just coming to class. They started making shirts. I was like, yo, give me one.
Right. Just kind of like adopted into the joint.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think that following year, 2012, we started traveling.
As a group,
yeah. We started hearing about other places and other people and what they were doing. It's like, oh, well, we want to check it out.
No doubt.
So, yeah, I think once we started traveling together, that's what really solidified it. Like, yeah, he's in.
That group thing. So when you joined the group, it's Donna, it's Gary. Is there two daughters?
There's Little Bits.
There's Little Bits.
And then there's Big Baby, Shawnese.
Shawnese.
Then you had
Sharonda.
Tammy ride or die, but also D&G.
Got you. Okay, so she was affiliated.
Yeah,
got you. Which is cool though, right?
Yeah.
No matter where you at with it.
You always got your honoraries. Yeah.
Sharonda, she part of it at this time?
No, not yet.
So she coming a little bit later.
Years later, yeah.
Okay, and my man, rest in peace, AJ.
Yeah.
Right? Does he come in around same time you do or after you?
After. Now, AJ and Donna have history. Like, she's known him since he was a child, just growing up around the neighborhood. So he's always been around her.
It's really on some family shit with D&G.
Yeah.
Like, it's really on some family shit.
Legitimately, yeah.
Like, she's my Dukes.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yo, shout out to Donna, man. My Dukes. So AJ, so she had a connection with AJ, and he comes into the fold. He's in the fold before you get there?
After.
Okay.
He came in, Donna threw her first party, and he was there.
Okay.
And, me and Gary, we off being us.
Okay.
AJ jumps right in.
Listen.
Right in.
Okay.
Like,
funny boy.
Yeah.
Funny sense of humor. Funny boy.
And light on the feet.
Super.
And got the vocals.
Yo, the boy can sing. Shout out to him.
Multi-talented, yeah.
I was ready to say that, man. Super talented, man. Super talented, man. Miss that brother for sure.
Yeah.
I know you miss that brother.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to D&G. I know when y'all got that loss, it was like,
they hit hard.
Yeah, it was definitely hit y'all hard for sure. But shout out to him, man. He left an impression that it still stands to this day, man.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? When certain dances are played or just certain energy is in the room, you know what I mean? I know I do. I think about AJ at times like that as well, especially when we're doing some of his dances. So, You know what I mean? Shout out to him. Shout out to his family, you know what I mean? And all that stuff. But shout out to D&G, man. Like I said, it's really on some family stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Y'all really, when I met y'all, I guess when y'all started traveling and everything, you can sense that from the group, you know what I'm saying? So that's pretty dope. So D&G, you doing classes, this and that. You're talented yourself, you know what I'm saying? So in dancing, as you're getting into classes, you start figuring out if you want to start creating or if you want to start instructing and stuff like that. As you catch on, which one of those bugs do you think hits you first? Was it the creative portion or becoming an instructor?
Becoming an instructor wasn't a bug.
Oh, okay.
So what happened with that was
I'm on it. Okay.
We had to switch venues for class. So shout outs to Daryl Ellis at DNA Fitness for opening up his spot to us when we didn't have one. So we start teaching. Well, Donna starts teaching over there, and he's watching, and I'm in the back, and I'm helping. So she's got the crowd. I'm like, all right, well, I'm in the back for anybody that can't see, and I'm walking people through stuff. So Daryl goes over to Donna and is like, yo, my man's just like, I'm watching him. He's really good at like walking them through. Like, he's got some talent. Like, does he want to teach? He was like, I got an open night. Like, he can have his own night here. So they chatted up. Donna comes to me like, hey, what do you think about this? And I'm like, yeah. I just like to dance,
You wasn't super excited about the notion of instructing.
Right, yeah. I just don't like being in front. I've always had like a stage fright deal,
Okay.
But
you need to get that.
I don't know.
Okay, yeah, check it out real quick. Yeah, we good. Go ahead, grab that, Joe. Give us a moment. That's all good.
Oh, now she wanna.
Yeah, that's you back. Tell her you in an interview right there. Tell her you in an interview. We need that live on air. Yo, that's that real family shit. Yes, tell her you live on air. You talking to Chris.
Yo, if you don't answer after you just called me,
you better answer, Miko.
Yo, y'all hear this, right? Bro. This is live, y'all.
Yes, this is yes indeed.
Literally just.
And this doesn't get cut at all.
No.
This stays in for sure.
Cause
she'll call back. Yes, indeed. So with the instruction, right? So you weren't excited about it. You're saying that you don't like to be in front.
Yes, it's a stage fright thing. It's not about oh, I don't want to be the lead or anything like that. It's just literally like a nervousness to be in the front for me. So I was like,
that's a real thing for people, though.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, no doubt. That's a real thing for people. I don't think there's anything strange about it or this, and that. You really just wanted to play your part. You was helping Donna out, this, and that.
Yeah.
So with them,
I was comfortable in the back.
Right. There it is.
The back wall.
Right. So what made you take it on? Yeah, she's calling back. Yes, let's get it.
So you would call me while we're doing the podcast, though.
Yes.
But you can say what's up, though.
What up, though? Yes.
You all right? Everything good? Oh, okay. Well, what? Well, no, I was just checking on y'all and see my child, but I'll call y'all back. Oh. Excuse me, y'all.
That's right. Daddy duties. Daddy duties.
Baby girl in here right
Set
quick.
precedents all day.
Hey. What you doing? Oh, Coco came to visit you? Yeah. All right, I love you too. All right. Huh? Okay, I'm gonna get you a kiss back. Come on.
Hey.
All right. All right. Bye.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh,
we take
man.
that. We take that dad shit serious up here. You know what I'm saying? Definitely.
Yeah,
Dad is our
Baby
favorite
girls
job.
will get you, man.
Dad is our favorite job over these places. So did you eventually took the class?
Yes, I did.
So what changed?
The challenge and just sitting back and realizing that, like, here's one guy who doesn't know me at all.
Word.
And saw something and believes in me and wants to offer an avenue for me to get a little pocket change and have my own class.
Word.
And then just the support from Donna, period, is just like, you know what, that's kind of a slap in the face to me to say no to it.
Right. Because they're giving you everything that you need to really just start it up and stuff like that. And you had the ability to do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And maybe subconsciously, you had the desire to do it, right? But because of the I don't want to say fear though, right? But you use
anxiety.
That. To be. But you got it. How long did you have the class?
I had the class a few years.
Okay.
It still moved around a lot after that, but
give it to us.
It was tough because when I was teaching, I'm teaching things that I have learned from other states. So, once I get bit by the bug, I hop on YouTube, right? So, first page I come across is Step in the Name of Life.
Word.
A lot of beginner-friendly dances, so, I'm just soaking that all in. Later down the line, I come across Parkside.
Word.
So that's you and Haas. And
shout out to Haas.
Shout outs to Haas. So then further down the line, Healing Hands. Now we're talking TCH. Yes, indeed.
Now shout out to them.
Yeah, now between Parkside and TCH, I'm seeing a whole different thing altogether because now we're seeing stuff like Watch Your Mouth.
Shout out to Mauve.
2012, right?
Yes, indeed.
And that was his first. That's his debut.
Absolutely his first dance.
Your debut is Watch Your Mouth.
Your debut is
You're disrespectful. And I want you to look at me out because what is that? Who starts out with a dance like Watch Your Mouth?
Watch Your Mouth. Classic.
Right.
Classic. Yes,
Classic.
Indeed. That's indeed. All right, so you're doing the instruction thing. And we're going to get into these influences as you got started and everything.
Yeah.
So you got your class going, stuff like that. Now you were getting into that it was tough for you because you started bringing stuff that
I'm bringing stuff outside of the Richmond favorites.
Word. Okay.
So now, in a sense, I'm kind of getting shadow banned because now you have people walking around like, oh, don't go to his class because he's teaching hard stuff, or, you know, he's not teaching the things that, you know, we kind of already know and are comfortable with.
Right, and they wanted you to continue teaching that stuff. So, like, when you say like Richmond favorites, like, what would you give an example?
Like same old two-step, like biker shuffle,
and
like
no disrespect to that. Yeah,
no disrespect to the creators. It's
right.
It's like cool. Like I'll play it because I've been to these other classes and I've seen you and I know you know it.
Right.
So one, you asking me to teach it is wild when I know you know it.
Right.
So, you know, I'll throw it on at the end of class because I would always do that. I would teach for a certain, so I structured my class in a certain way.
Right.
To where I knew how much time I had. I'd be like, okay, well, at the end of the night, I'm just going to throw stuff on, whatever y'all want. Request. Do you.
Right. So the shadow banning. So, and I'll tell you this, man, when we started Parkside, I don't want to say there was a shadow ban, but we definitely received the same kind of energy. Like Philly is deep rooted in line dance history, right?
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
when we're coming up, we understand that, right? Haas was dancing way before me. He was dancing with Brooklyn Ed. We really started Parkside with Brooklyn Ed, me, Brooklyn Ed, and Haas. And that's a whole story in itself that we'll get into sometime. Yeah, shout out to Brooklyn Ed, no doubt. Yeah, I mean, he had a group called Just Blaze at the time. And but when we started Parkside, you know, because of the deep-rooted history of line dance in Philly, you know, we weren't focused on the local favorites, right? So there's classics that are here that probably really didn't need to be taught, you know, or there were places where they could get those things. If dancers were coming in, there were still places to go get those. We were doing the same thing you were doing. We were seeing things outside of our region and understanding that our folks would have a good time with it, right? Or at least we thought they would, and it turned out that they did have a good time with it. So we were able to introduce a different type of energy to the area, right? Not to say that they weren't getting dances outside the area, they were, but not on the scale that we were doing it. We were bringing a lot to the table, you know what I'm saying? And we faced some of that stuff, man. Like some of the people who would dance with us would go to like different parties and they would ask for the dances that they were learning with us, right? And the promoters of those certain parties would be like, oh, that's that Parkside shit. So there burst the hashtag, right? Because they came back to us and it was like, man, we're trying to get the dance played, and they talk about that's that Parkside shit. And it's just like, you know what? We're gonna turn negative into the positive, right? Like, and that is that Parkside shit. Yeah. So basically what it meant to us is like that's that energy, right? That's that energy that in actuality at the time we came along was probably needed, right? Because, you know, at any given time, especially with urban soul line dance, you need a boost of energy every so often. You know what I'm saying? To first help push the culture forward because there's people coming in, getting introduced to it. And like you said, it's not the same old. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to you for pushing the envelope, though. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, you had to deal with some of the backlash and repercussions from folks that weren't ready for it. But there were people that were ready for it.
You know what I'm saying? I was still able to find my tribe when I did have my classes. And like, you know, hindsight is always 20/20. And, you know, a part of me is like, if I would have had a different mentality about it, I could have kept going.
No doubt.
But it was, in that moment, it was just discouraging
it got to you.
For me to go somewhere and be like, oh, he's a really good instructor. He's young. He's talented. But at the same time, I'm also hearing, oh, he only does this. Don't go there. Or they. So, I mean, and it wasn't just me. Like, you know, they were talking about Donna's class too, and I'm like,
that's straight beginner.
For what?
Like, like what are you talking about?
Like, we're just trying to show you like that there is more
than Richmond. No doubt.
It's like, we'll still give you that. I mean, there's still other classes that teach.
There's a place for that. Yeah, there's a place for that.
And we'll play them. But, you know, we just want to show you there's a whole other side.
Why not get out your comfort zone? Yeah, no doubt. That's where growth happens. When you're out of your comfort zone, that's where growth happens. I even tell my kids that, like, yo, you got to get uncomfortable, bro. It has to be uncomfortable for you to start growing. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
So that, you know, even with that, shout out to you for that, man. So, like, in your instructional journey. You know what I mean? You in your group now, doing you become an instructor. So now you start deciding that, you know, you want to get into this creative space. You want to start making dances. You know what I'm saying? You want to start contributing to the dance floor. You know what I'm saying? You ready to contribute to the dance floor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How does that come along? Like what in you decided to, like, you know what? Let me see if I can put something together. Like,
so shout outs to Donna, because this happened after I saw her create Around Love, her first dance.
Word. What record is that too?
That's what's that? Jaheim.
I know what you're talking about.
What's the song? Jaheim and Stay Together. There we go.
Yes.
Jaheim and featuring, I forgot.
I know you're talking about that.
Yeah.
What's the name of the dance?
Around Love.
Look it up.
Around Love.
Look it up. Around Love by Donna Page.
Page.
Yeah. Look it up. Donna Page.
Yeah.
All right. So you see her create it, and now you're like,
I'm like, at first I'm just like, yo, that's a dope dance. I like that dance. I was like,
track is tight.
Yeah.
Steps is tight.
Yeah.
I mean, what are we talking about, right?
It just fit. I'm like, I wonder.
That's what got you to thinking.
Yeah, I was like, I just wonder, like, and when I put feet to floor, it was just, you know, let's see what happens.
Right.
There was no structure to it. There was no anything. I just had a song that I couldn't stop listening to.
What's the song?
It is It's All Right by Lettucey.
Please don't tell me you about to say that your first dance was copacetic.
Copacetic.
Please tell me right now that your first dance is not copacetic.
It is.
Reverse scuff is in your first dance.
Yes.
What the are we talking about, bro? What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
Yes.
First dance is copacetic.
First
bro,
dance.
that's crazy. That's crazy.
First dance.
Super dope record.
Yeah.
Super dope record.
Yeah. Love
Super
that record.
dope dance. So you came in on some mellow.
Yes.
Some chill.
Yes, chill. So that was the first dance that I didn't put out. I didn't record it or anything because I was like, nah, I'm not putting this out there. Because at this point, I'm looking at everything else that's already out there.
And thinking what?
And thinking, nah.
That it's not up to par?
Right.
Bruh, wait a minute. Oh, the fuck up. Right. All right, sorry.
But that's that anxiety. That's that nervousness.
It makes sense. Okay.
So
you're not enthusiastic about bringing it to the masses.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
Not at all. So that's just tucked away. We fast forward. My first UC is when I link up with Ziggy and you get Respect My Gangster.
Is that your second dance?
That's the second dance.
You talking about Maul would watch your mouth for his first dance. Your first dance is copacetic, and your second dance is Respect My Gangster.
Respect My Gangster and First Impressions are like right around that same.
First Impressions with the back out.
Yeah.
God. What are we doing, bro? What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
But we dropped those though. We put those.
You did
out.
drop First Impressions.
Yeah.
You did. And First Impressions is solo.
No, that's me and Courtney.
Okay, so that is a collab.
Yeah, that is a collab.
Yo, shout out to Courtney.
Yeah.
That's a dope collab. What's the record on that?
That is Sophisticated Lady John Michael.
Sophisticated Lady. First Impressions.
And shout out to John Michael because he actually gave us a shout out.
Did he?
He saw that dance. He invited us to one of his like open mic type of things. He was like, man, if there's space on the floor, like I would love for y'all to do that dance.
Did y'all do it?
It was packed.
So y'all couldn't do it.
We couldn't do it.
But y'all was ready.
Yeah, well, we were ready.
Yo, that'd have been crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's dope though. Whenever the artist acknowledges something, right, that's out there.
But he was from Virginia. He's out of like the Fredericksburg area.
Okay, word.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't even know that. Yeah, that's a dope. So first impressions, then Respect My Gangster, and I don't want to get into all your catalog just yet, but you have the creative bug, and you know your style. First off, your style is indicative of who you are, right? It's smooth,
right. Yeah,
it's chilling, but there's intricacies, and I feel like they're on purpose.
yeah,
Right. So
yeah.
like, what is the inspiration, or what makes you, what goes into your creative process when you're trying to get into the record and do your thing? Like, what are you thinking?
What am I thinking? Wow, that's a good question. What I'm thinking, so the first thing I always do, I listen to this song over and over and over again. Like, I lose count of how many times. So by the time I even start creating something, I know that song in and out.
So you're in the record.
Yeah, I'm in the record. So
You're just in the record.
yeah. So I know the lead, the background vocals, all the sounds that are in there, background harmonies, the melodies, like anything that's in that song.
Yo,
I am now married to it, and I go from there. So a lot of it, really, I vibe out, but there may be a certain part in the song like, oh, I need to catch that, because that part sticks out. So it may be a part of the verse, it could be a part of the beat.
so this is more than just I'm feeling the music. Like, you're in the music.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, music appreciation. I'm in the music.
Yeah.
I'm listening to things. And you said this not too long ago, I think the other day, where you're listening to things that some people really might not be paying attention to.
Right.
And you're bringing that to light for them.
Right. Because it's like, once you hear it, you're like, oh, I didn't know that was in there. And now you go back and listen to it in a completely different way now.
Word.
Just from that one little synth reed or flute or whatever it is.
And it's funny that you say you listen to it. So when you're creating, does it just flow, or are you really like constructing this dance? So no matter how long it takes you to finish it, like, you're good with it. Like, some people want to finish a dance 15 minutes and they're like, all right, I'm gonna bring this out. Some are like, it take me a week. Some people would take them 6 months. Like, right, I sat on I See You Sis for a year. Like you dig what I'm saying? Like, Cecily gave me the track. I listened to it. I was vibing with it. I let it go. Yeah. Then I brought it back, listened to it again. You know what I'm saying? So I sat on it for a year. I had some steps, chilled, blah, 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 blah. So, like, you know, in your creative process, are you trying to get it done as quickly as possible? Or you're just like, yo, let this be organic. Let the steps come to me.
Oh, no. Once I've made up in my mind that I'm creating something to it, once I start moving, it's done that same day.
Okay, so you're getting it done.
Yeah.
Because you're in the record.
Yeah. Outside of collabs, like if it's a solo, it's done.
Word. So when you do your intricacies, is this intentional? Right? Like, you're like, I got to put some trickery in this. I got to.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
So that's where the reverse scuff comes from, or the, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, and it's
we get to this catalog, but these are intentional. You're intentionally saying, I got to make my feet do something.
Yes.
That isn't conventional.
Yeah, somewhere in there, it's like, I want to put something in there that is different or innovative.
Yes, innovative. I love that word. And it fits, right? Like,
right, yeah.
There's no one who has this dance style as far as creativity is concerned, right? We got smooth brothers out here. We have, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We got all kinds of dancing, but as far as creatively, yeah, you are one of one, right?
Appreciate
like, yeah,
that,
no doubt. Like, and I think a lot of people would agree with that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I see what inspires you. Like, getting into the music really inspires you to give the people what you've created. Like,
yeah,
it is what it is.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So once you're done the dance, like, how do you feel about, like, do you like you can imagine like a music artist in the studio and they're like, that's it right there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if they know they got a banger, it's like, yeah, that's it right there. Like, are you doing that with some of your stuff? Like, once you're finished and you're like, yeah, that's.
Some of them, yes.
Yeah.
Some of them, yes.
You gotta big yourself up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like what May say, I knock my own shit like I'm on my own dick. You know what I mean? Like I'll play my own record in this joint. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no, that's what's up, man. Like, you know, for sure. Like, especially for a music lover. You know what I mean? If you're in the record, you got to be proud of what you created. You know what I'm saying? You got to be proud of what you created.
For sure, yeah.
Yo, this boy said copacetic is my first dance. All right, so with your creations, you have solos, you have collabs.
Yes.
What would you say are some of your like staple creations? Like these are things that people really gravitated to, and you know, you see these getting done and stuff like that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or like people have shown affinity for it. Like, yo, I love this dance. Like, what are some of your staples? Because I have my opinion, but I would love to know what you think.
State one for sure is Respect My Gangster. That's
shout out to Ziggy.
Shout outs to Ziggy, man.
Shout out to Ziggy, man.
Shout outs to Ziggy. Man, I got a story around him too. So yeah, big shout out to Ziggy and Ali for one.
My MGP brother, no doubt.
So
Common ground in the building.
Common ground, shout outs. So I saw this video, Step in the Name of Life page, and Ziggy and Ali were in it I don't know what the dance was, but they were doing it, and this was my first time seeing two guys smooth, chill, just effortless. So watching them kind of built confidence for me on my dance style, because I was like, because a lot of the few guys that I did see out there at first, they real hype, you know, more hip hop style, more like they got the bounce.
We talking influence now, bro. Right. We talking influence now. Right.
So shout out to them, because I saw that and I was like, oh, okay, it is cool for me to dance like that.
To be who you are.
Right.
To be who you are, yo.
So yeah, meeting Ziggy was a big thing for me, and for him to be so cool and so willing to work with me on that dance. To be
a pioneer.
Yeah.
A pioneer in this game. No doubt a pioneer in this game. Shout out to Ziggy. I got to get him on my view of the line for sure.
Yeah, shout out to Ali. He's giving me some mixes, like intros for stuff, so.
I did that Respect My Gangster joint.
Yeah.
You hit me up for that. Like, yo, can you edit this?
Yeah, because a lot of stuff just drops. I'm like, nah.
Right. I need to keep going. Yeah, no doubt. That's a joint. What else would you say is a staple dance of yours? They love Respect My Gangster. No doubt.
Yeah. Fan of a Fan became one.
Fan of a Fan.
And that creeped up, because at first.
Fan of a Fan. Yo, your catalog. Yo, Fan of a Fan is real.
Shout out to Shantae.
Shout out to Shantae Lee, man. Pioneer.
Yeah.
Pioneer. Let's say it loud and proud, okay?
Another one.
Shout out to Shantae Lee and Silk. Pioneers, innovative. What other if you want to give it, ear you want to get it. You know what I'm saying? Shantae Lee is a jewel, a gem, a treasure in urban soul line dance.
Another one of one.
Yeah, shit. Absolutely. A .001 of .001. But no, Fan of a Fan is a favorite, bro. Yeah. Fan of a Fan is a favorite out here, bro. That's definitely a staple dance of yours.
Yeah.
All right, what else? We're going to try to go 5 staple joints.
5?
Yeah, you got 5? What are we talking about?
Copacetic is in there.
Copacetic is in there, no doubt.
Was one of those late bloomers, but certain areas, if I go there, they're like, yo, we're playing that.
You taught it at Parkside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to know something funny? I taught it wrong.
Did you? Shit.
What it is now is not how I created it.
I got to see it now. What the fuck? You mean we've been doing it wrong?
Yeah.
We got to bring it back out.
Wrong, though,
we got to bring, right. We were doing it right.
Right.
The wrong way.
Right. Right. But that speaks to the anxiety and the nervousness. I was so nervous. No doubt.
I remember when I asked y'all. No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt. Copacetic is up there. What else we got? What else do you think?
What you need is up there now.
What you need, bro? We ain't gotta talk about it. Like, if y'all don't know what you need, you seen we dancing over here do it plenty of times. And I ain't gonna hold you. When it first dropped, I think I was on the move. When did What You Need drop? What was that 15, 16?
16.
Okay, so
I want to say 16.
Yeah, anytime between 13 to like 2019, I'm on the move so much, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I know there's creative stuff going on. I'm keeping my ear to the ground. I got my ear to the streets. But What You Need kind of slipped past, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then once I got my fangs in it, it's a rat. Like that's we dancing over here at Parkside. No, when sensitivity come on, they know the drill.
Right.
Like we got a packed floor doing that joint. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's crazy.
we're on it. You know what I'm saying? And another one that slipped by us wasn't by you though, but when they taught Eminem Pump 2, Murray and Donetta, I was doing so much that day.
That's a monster. That's a
Okay?
monster.
That it just slipped by me, bro. Like sometimes you just busy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, there's no disrespect. You just like it just slipped by me, right?
But it's okay to spin the block, people.
Okay.
You can go back to it.
You definitely can. And I did. Okay?
Yeah,
I spun that motherfucker block like, oh yeah, listen, and apologize to them. My bad.
Oh.
My bad. This shit is fire.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And started teaching it. You know what I mean? And it just is what it is. You know what I mean? And it became a favorite for ours. But What You Need is definitely up there. So what we got? We got Fan for Fan. We got Respect My Gangster. You said Copacetic. You said What You Need. Let's get number 5. Like you better say this, John, bro. You better say this, John.
Are we going reroute?
Bro, what are we talking about? What are we talking about?
Now, see, that one I question only because I don't see it that much, but I also don't look. So I can't.
Bruh.
Now, the certain people will remind me and tell me like, yo,
and what
they
I mean,
played it
and what I mean by staple, right? I don't mean popular.
Okay, got it.
But what I mean is like when you see this, you think, or when you think Brandon, you think these.
That seal of approval type.
But it's just you think these. So if somebody say Brandon, the choreographer, right? You're going to think Reroute.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You're going to think What You Need. You're going to think Respect My Gangster. You're going to think Fan of a Fan. You're going to think Copacetic.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? Like you're going to think these records.
Absolutely.
You're going to think First Impressions. You know what I'm saying? You're going to think Southern Comfort. Like you're going to think these joints, but the 5 that we mentioned, like bro, you're going to think what's the joint with you and Woodhouse?
The Chase.
The Chase. You dig what I'm saying? Like you're going to think of all the other stuff, but like what?
Yeah, immediately.
When Reroute come on, like for the people that fuck with you,
dim the lights.
They're on it. They're trying to do the roll skate piece like you do it. Like you dig what I'm saying? Like what are we talking about? Like it's real.
That's what makes it the staple. The roll skate.
The roll skate or the coat or the like the reverse scuff or Copacetic or the cross scuff and Fan of a Fan. Like you dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like these are like staple movements or like What You Need. There's so many staple movements in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh. Great 5 list. I'm not saying it's top 5 for you, but what I'm saying is what staples that when you think of you think of these dances, and they all fire. So if you don't know them, get your ass out there and get to know them. You dig what I'm saying?
Get your ass in class.
Get your ass in class. So, no doubt. So as a choreographer, and you mentioned it a little bit, you kind of got to it, but then stepped off it. As a choreographer, right?
Right.
And I need 100 right here.
Okay.
As a choreographer, do you feel appreciated, underappreciated in your contributions? And not to say that this just sticks in your mind all the time, but since I'm asking the question, right? When you look at the landscape and the creativity you brought to the game, if you were outside of yourself looking at somebody else who've done what you've done, what would you say? Would you say you appreciate it, underappreciate it? Underappreciated.
I would say under.
But not underrated.
Right.
Not underrated. Because you're revered as a creative.
Right. Yes.
But underappreciated probably fits, right? Except for the people that really fuck with you.
Yeah.
There's a demographic of people that are on what you're on.
And that's why it's hard to answer, because the people that rock with me, like, they really it's intense.
Yeah, no doubt.
You
No
know,
doubt.
and I appreciate that, and I love that.
It's like a cult following.
Yeah.
Right? Like there's a certain demographic of people who are on what you bring to the table.
Right.
For sure.
Right.
I'm one of those people. I just want to make that clear. Like I'm one of those people. But no, I think underappreciated fits, but not underrated.
Right.
Right? Because I don't think anyone looks at your creativity and just like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I think that for the, I don't want to say the average line dancer, right? But for someone who isn't deep into this like we are, because there's levels to this of us that are in it. You know what I'm saying? And you know, for the novice, beginner, intermediate, some things they're just not willing to try, right? For whatever reason. And you know, hopefully they get past it. And I think for the ones that do get past it, they do embrace what you bring to the table, right? So I think it's not underrated, but definitely underappreciated. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully, you know that you are appreciated by a demographic of folks of what you do. You know what I mean? Because you get it done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you on that.
Yeah.
You mentioned Ziggy. You mentioned Ali. You mentioned a couple of people. But as far as like influences on you in this game, what are some of the ones that pop out in your mind of, you know, in this thing, you know, these people have been like an influence on you?
For influence, so on the instruction side, definitely shout outs to Steph. Somebody who was like, yo, hit me up anytime, especially like I would call him and talk to him like before I would go teach somewhere at a big event.
Word?
Yeah, just to get the nerves off of me. So like him just being there for me in those times, like big shout out to him.
He's one of those people at one point, and I don't know now, but at one point, eat, sleep, shit, line dance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like wake up,
That
eat,
was
line
fire.
dance, shit, line dance,
Yeah.
brush my teeth, line dance,
Yeah.
eat, line dance, lunch, line dance,
Yeah.
dinner, line dance, in between the shows, line dance, commercial, line dance. Like
Yeah.
it was everything line
Yeah.
dance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But no, shout out to him. So that's what's up on the instructional tip
Yeah.
for sure.
I already talked about as far as like my dancing style. That's Ziggy and Ali. Creativity. I pull from a lot of people.
Yeah, I can see that.
You know, like I'll give you an example. What you need, right? We're going to talk about platinum.
Word. Okay.
Da 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 da.
Yeah.
That part is in there.
Yeah.
I saw that for the first. I said, I'm putting that in the dance. I'm not going to do it the exact way, but I'll find a way to flip it somehow.
Word.
But that part is going in the dance that I create at some point in my life. I said that out loud.
That's what's up.
And you know, I heard sensitivity and I heard that cowbell in the back. I was like, there it is right there.
Boom.
I'm going to throw it right in. Yeah, I'm going to throw it right in
Boom.
there.
Right, no doubt.
I was like, oh, I'll put a half turn on it.
Yeah.
So stuff like that. There are a lot of dances. What you need pulls from a lot. I mean, what you need also, the structure of it. Now we're talking about, what is it? You want this? Maul and Ray.
Yeah, no doubt.
The structure of it, the intro, the four wall, same thing.
Yeah,
I
no
do
doubt.
an intro for a wall.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I pull from a lot of people that I watch. So I'll see a certain move and I'm like, yo, I like that move, but I don't want to bite.
Right.
I just want to
just influence,
just tweak it.
Yeah, no doubt. That
So
makes
yeah,
sense.
I mean, we're talking you, Cole, Ziggy, Ali.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, like a lot of names. Cecily, Nikki.
Shout out to Cess, man. What's that joint y'all had?
Cadence.
Like,
Yeah,
what are we
that's-
talking about, man? Like, stop it, bro. Yeah, look up Cadence too. That shit right there.
Yeah, shout out to Cecily for that track. Cecily will find some of the most
Bruh.
screw your face up tracks.
Like, you don't even see my notes here. And the very next portion of this was music selection. You dig what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
you just
yeah.
went into the segue, and I ain't even
like
had to
that.
coach
Word.
you through it. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
How do you determine music, man? Like, and what you're picking? You got an eclectic style, man. Like, you picking some records that are people's favorites. You know what I mean?
Right.
But they not on their everyday playlist. Like people love reroute the what's the name of the song?
Didn't you know?
Didn't you know?
Erykah
Didn't you know?
Badu.
Like they love that record.
Right.
Right? They love Sensitivity. You know what I'm saying? They love the Fan of a Fan record. Like these are songs, and I'm not. Did you pick Fan of a Fan?
No.
That was Shantae.
That was
So she
Shantae.
brought it. Shout out to Shantae. She got crazy music
Yeah,
here too.
I think most collab. I don't think I picked the song for any collab I've done.
So all solo joints you picking?
Yeah.
You did. You picked Respect My Gangster?
Did I? Yeah, I did.
Okay,
Actually, I did.
Because that's
I did.
Jadakiss.
Yeah,
I
I did.
Yeah, that's you all
I
done.
did, but yeah.
But like, what inspires that portion of you when you do pick a record? Like, you know, are you intentionally trying to get something that's like, you know, bass heavy, whatever?
No, it's really like when I'm riding in the car or
A
like
lot of people
taking
say
a
that.
shower or something.
Satellite
like,
radio
I just got a
on deck.
playlist on.
Oh, you got your playlist on Apple Music?
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So it's a playlist or like I listen to albums. So if I hear
Word.
something from a new artist, I'm like, oh, who is that? What's that? My next move is like I'm pulling up their catalog.
Why
and now
not?
I'm listening to everything that they got because what else do you have?
For sure.
So as far as, you know, is it bass heavy or percussion? No, it's just more so what hits me.
Got you.
You know, what hits me, what am I putting on repeat?
And then you're in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense though. Like, yeah, it's not too much. If you got a playlist rolling, then you know it is what it is.
Yeah, so
You know what
anything
I'm
that
saying?
makes me go back, like, oh, let me play that again.
Rewind.
And then 2 days later, like, I'm still listening to it. Now I'm like, okay, do I want to do something to this?
Word.
And so I listen to it some more. And then if my mind is like, yeah, we want to do something to this, and then
It's on and popping.
yeah, it goes from there.
That's what's up. Not too intricate. You know what I mean? Just a music lover loving music.
Yeah,
And something
Yeah.
hit them. It's on and popping.
yeah.
All right, I love it.
absolutely,
I love
yeah.
that. Okay. All right, man. So, you know, we got into your creative portion of the journey, this and that. You traveling with your group, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This and that. What are some of your in your journey, some of the favorite events that you've attended, or you know, you felt like, you know, like, wow, I know you have a good time at a lot of events, but some of the things that like stick out in your mind where you're like,
Silk.
yo, oh, I mean, yeah, for sure. Like if you're a dancer, what are we talking about? Right.
Silk.
Let me say it again.
So Silk, TCH, Parkside. I've only gone to Chicago once, but I had a blast.
Word, shout out to
there.
Woodhouse.
Shout outs to Woodhouse. I want to get to Flavor. I definitely want.
Yeah,
I
no
gotta
doubt.
get
Shout out
there.
to Flavor.
Where else? I mean, I have
Brunches.
brunches.
Yo, D&G used to come through on the brunch, boy.
Every single one. Every single one.
Right.
Because
right.
everybody was there.
Listen, they was coming from everywhere. They was coming from everywhere for these
Floor
brunches, bro.
packed. And then, you know, there was always like the debut of something that's like completely
Be More is
bonkers.
rich. Be More is rich in line dance history. I love Be More. You know what I'm saying? They've afforded me a lot in my journey. You know what I'm saying? They show blues love for sure. Shout out to Be More. I was just down there for April and Carlethia's Strawberries and Chocolate event.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I've
saying?
been there.
Yeah,
That's another
you
one.
been. Yeah, you been. Yeah, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Listen. So we're gonna get into it a little bit, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Line dance,
yes.
social settings.
Social
You know what I'm saying? You're dealing with people.
Right.
Things come with people. Sometimes issues come up with people. You know what I'm saying? While we are a line dance family,
Yeah.
even your real family struggles sometimes to get along and stuff like that, or different issues come up. How do you feel like you navigate that, or you have navigated it? I mean, I'm sure you've had some issues in the journey. Everybody has. How do you feel you've navigated or still try to navigate it?
I try my best to ignore it.
Word.
That my initial thought is like, I don't even want to try and entertain this, and I want to remove myself. So even if it's like we at a party and, you know, I see like, you know, people click up,
Word.
you know, people talk, and it's like, oh, you'll watch them give that person a hug and some dap, like, oh, so good to see you, and then go sit in the chair like, man, they whack. They think they all that. They offbeat.
You got to stay away from that.
They dances, and I'm just like, all right.
Yeah, all right then. Let me get out of here. I don't want nobody saying, oh yeah, Chris was there. No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't. No, I heard that. And I rolled.
Sorry,
you know
that
what I'm saying?
Feel that way,
right?
But
like but even out here with people like, yo, I got haters. What? Not to say that it's not true,
right?
But there's certain people that say it, and I'm like, who's hating on you? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
man said, who's hating on you?
It's some imaginary haters out. It's like they got imaginary haters. It's like, yo, bro, like, or sis, like, just do your thing.
Right. And it could be something simple as, I know they know my dance, but they not up on the floor doing
or just anything. Like, you may not know the dance, and you just didn't care for it. Like, I should be able to be like, I don't like your dance. If you ask me.
Facts.
It should be cool that I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not hating because I don't like it.
I can say, it's not for me.
If I don't like the music, I'm not dancing,
That's
bro.
A big part
like,
of it.
If I don't like the music, I am not dancing. Like, who dances when they don't like the music? I heard people say, like, the dance will make me get up. What? What? You don't like the music though? No, but I like the dance. What are we talking about? If I don't like but I'm not hating.
Right.
Like, I'm not hating if I don't come to your event.
Right.
Like that doesn't mean I'm hating. It means it might have not been for me. I might not have been available. Like, I am a busy guy, right? Like, you're a busy guy. You're a family man. You can't make it to everything. I'm not hating. Like, I just wasn't there. I didn't tell anybody not to go. Like, I just wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm behind the scenes, like, yo, don't go to that wag ass shit. Like, that's different.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? But it's like, where the haters at? Not to say that there's not haters, right? Sometimes haters are motivators, right? Like, it is what it is. But, navigating this social scene sometimes can be tiring.
Yeah, because I had one weird encounter. I was at Southside. And, it's hot. My speech is slurred a little bit.
Right, libations. You know what I'm saying?
So, I'm outside in the hallway, and I'm chilling, just getting some air. This guy walks up to me. Yo, why you delete me on Facebook? Sir, I don't know you. 2, I'm not about to search through my friends list to find you, to delete you for what?
Bro, does Facebook make you real friends?
No. It does not. It gives you access to see posts and statuses.
Yeah, a little microcosm of my life, no doubt.
Videos and stuff. And
networking a little bit. Yeah. So how did this encounter end?
I think I walked off. Because I couldn't even form words because I'm like, I really don't know this guy that just walked up to me.
Sometimes you just got to bounce. Sometimes you just got to roll out. I don't have time. I get it. Salute to you. That's how you handle that shit. No doubt. All right then, bro.
Yeah.
About that. So in the social settings, there's people who, clamor for attention. There's people who love to give attention. You got award shows.
Right.
You got award recognitions being given.
Right.
What is your take on that? What do you think about that? Right. We have some major award shows like the UC Awards.
Right.
Right. And then we have basic recognitions from different groups to different people.
Right.
We have other awards like TCH has their own awards.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So what is your take on the whole award recognition thing?
I think it is ultimately it's needed because there are people in this community who go above and beyond. So when we're talking like trailblazers and lifetime and stuff like that, definitely, because you have to do something and you have to have a certain level of impact. So that absolutely should be acknowledged as a whole
Word.
throughout the region. Now, it gets a little dangerous when we're talking the best line dance in this area, the best collab in this area. You know, you want to acknowledge something that is great, something that is different, something that is innovative, but now you are a victim of perspective
Right.
from peers.
Right.
So now it's like, yeah, that dance is cool, but you know, my dance is better, or the person in my area, you know, that dance was way better than that one.
So what I think, I definitely agree with you on I think recognition should be done for sure. I think as a people, right, we turn certain things into best or better, right?
Right.
So you see awards for instance, right? When that's taking place, they're not saying that the winner is the best.
Right.
They're saying that the winner might be the most popular, right? What more people liked more than this dance.
For it, so
right, like they like this more than they like this. That doesn't mean they don't like this. They just like this one more, right? It doesn't mean that this one's better than this one. They just liked it more. But I think we turn it into that's the best. Because even in award shows, even on Grammys or American Music or whatever, Oscars, they never say the winner is. They say the award goes to such and such. Because there's no losers.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So even the UC Awards, I saw them correct somebody one time where they're like, the award goes to, not the winner is. The award goes to such and such because we don't want winners and losers.
Right.
We just want nominees and award people, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Award winners, right? But all are nominees. No losers here. You know what I'm saying? Right. So the award goes to blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? But I think we turn it into, they think that's the best. Well, no. Who's to say it's the best or not? You could talk to 10 people and get 10 different answers on what's the best. Because like you said, it's perspective.
Right.
It's subjective. You know what I mean? So I definitely believe, I agree with you. Like, I think it is needed, you know what I mean, in the right perspective and in the right space, right? As long as we keep it where it needs to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And even for the people who have their own recognitions or awards and stuff like that, like, you know, it can be dicey. So like with UC, it's a voting thing, right?
Right.
Now there are some people, like let's keep it a buck, they thought UC was picking the winners, right? They thought UC does it. They don't really vote. Well, they really vote, right?
It's like the ballot is right there.
Right,
like you can log into it.
But then there's other things where they, you know, like Steph and them choose who they want, right? Other places, they choose who they want to recognize. There isn't a voting system, but nothing wrong with that either, right? You're recognizing people. Let's keep it in the same space. You know what I'm saying? That we're recognizing people.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's nothing wrong across the board. We're recognizing people as long as you keep it in the right space. So like we've recognized people. And like we've given Ray an award, Shantae an award, but it wasn't in the thing where it's like, it's going to be amongst these people and we'll choose. No, we just thought in that moment we wanted to recognize them for what they meant to us.
Right.
Or what they meant to the community. You dig what I'm saying? So it's an award or a recognition, but it's not along the lines of a voting process as the UC. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think they all have a place as long as we keep the right perspective. You know what I mean? Yeah. And not make it personal, like they like me better or they like you better. It's like, nah, man, like it doesn't gotta be like that. Yeah. It's cool. You know what I'm saying?
It's all good.
So like awards, recognition, mad people coming into the community. Like you've seen it grow. Yeah. You've been involved close to 15 years, right?
Yeah.
11? You said? Yeah. So you're going on 15 years soon. You know what I'm saying? You've seen it grow. You know what I mean? I've asked other people the same question. Do you feel like the game is saturated?
Very much so.
Word. Okay.
Yeah, just especially now because now line dancing is trending on social media. So now this is a whole nother floodgate. So now you're getting this new generation that's very TikTok and whatever else heavy. And now they're trying to merge. You think it's a bad thing? No. I don't. And because
Okay.
line dancing is getting this new exposure. So it's a tool that can be used to teach about the history and the culture. It's just who's going to steer it that way. Because right now it's just like, oh, here's this cute dance, this little two-step thing.
Right.
It's got such and such views. If I keep doing this, I can get money.
Right. So you're talking about people that are actually doing trending dances.
Right.
Okay. I see the saturation. You think there's a saturation in the creativity portion
right?
Because
it's like, how do we bridge that gap?
Right.
Because
of trendy to traditional culture wise.
Right. Because then it can either go, people from our side of the line dance community want to hop onto that.
Ooh, yeah. I mean, you see that though.
Yeah, and it's like, now I want to create, and now there's just a whole bunch of dances to the same song, or to like the
everything's not culture, is what you're saying.
Right.
Everything's not culture.
Right.
Right. And when you say that, people think you hate it.
They will.
You can't say it. you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, everything not culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's about $1, that ain't culture. Right? If it's just views and attention.
If you're doing it for clicks,
if you're doing it for clicks and likes, like, that's not culture. And that's not to say you're a bad person.
Right. That's just a separate lane.
We're just saying that as far as this culture is concerned, if we're talking about the Dave Bushes, the Bernadettes,
right,
the Curtis Goods, the Crystal Smiths, the Jamie Gants, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The Brooklyn Neds,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The Kenny J's, you know what I'm saying? The Gloria Kincaids, the Marva Black in Cali, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we're talking about staple cultural influencers, you know what I'm saying? Like, we say Shantae Lee, like, it is not that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that.
Right. It's
you know what I mean? Like,
it's a different thing.
Shout out to Cupid. You know what I'm saying? But he's in another part of what line dance is. Right? Shout out to Big Moochie. But he's in another part of what line dance is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to some of these new cats coming up that are performing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
They're performing.
Right.
Where that's another part of what line dance is.
Right.
And then there's that subculture that go in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, these people, you know what I'm saying? When you see them, you're like, yes, these are my people.
Right.
They're in a rec center on a Saturday from 4 to 10 sweating.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or they're in a New York loft for a nighttime party, but the same energy is in there.
Yeah.
Or they're in Baltimore with a black tie affair, and the energy is in there.
Or they're in a parking lot.
Or they're in a damn parking lot.
After the party. Like,
after the party.
I want to dance some more.
And they're in there. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and like, those are the folks that I'm talking about. That's the culture that I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Everything else is cool. But when we talking culture, if you're in it, you know what we talking about.
Right.
If you're not in it, you're offended by what we're saying.
Exactly.
Does that make sense?
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Let me say that again. If you're in it, you know what we talking about. But if you're not in it, you're offended by what we're saying. People who know the culture know the culture. They know what it is. Just like hip hop culture. You know hip hop when you hear it.
Right.
And you know rap when you hear it. And most rap is for attention and money. Most hip hop really don't get paid like that. Money will come. But woo, that's a lot to take in. It's good to hear your perspective on that, man. It's definitely, but at the end of the day, it's all line dance. There's space for everyone. You know what I'm saying? and whatever is your niche, or like you said, your tribe,
Right.
your folks, what you find,
Yeah.
what you find happiness in. Because even beginners is culture,
Yeah.
intermediate is culture, and advanced is culture.
Absolutely.
So all of that, there is culture in all of it. Then there's that little that takes it out of it and makes it where some folks will get involved, and some folks are like, cool, I'm gonna stay here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And whatever that is for you, let it be for you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, my God. Listen,
Yeah.
man. Perspective on all this stuff. On all this stuff.
Yeah.
Where we at? So, what you got going on? What you got going on? Like, we done talked about a million things. What you got going on as far as line dance? What you got coming up? Some of the events that you'll be hitting, or some of the things that you'll be teaching at and stuff
I
like that.
will be at the brunch June 1st.
Oh, Brunch with Blues.
Brunch with Blues, we there.
Brunch with
Be
Blues.
Be there.
Brandon is one of the instructors.
Yeah, we there.
Yeah, we're gonna have some surprises for y'all.
Yeah.
Down there.
Yeah.
Okay. So you got that on tap.
Yes,
You was just at the other North Carolina party with
Yes.
with Perfect 10. Shout out to Perfect 10.
Shout out to Perfect
You know what I'm saying? It had been a while since you danced,
10.
right?
Yeah.
How did that feel?
Yeah. It felt good. It felt good because there was some. I was like, I kind of remember it, but I'm not gonna go out there because there's something missing.
The anxiety.
Just like I'm missing whole steps. Like
Got you. Okay,
yeah.
you just didn't remember the dance at all.
Yeah.
Got you.
Or
got
like
you,
I
got you.
remember like the chorus and nothing else.
Right.
Whatever may have been, but the ones that I did know, I got out there.
Word. It was good to see you out there, and pleasure to have you at Brunch with Blues in North Carolina. You know what I mean? First time we did it there, it was a good vibe. Shout out to North Carolina in general, man. So North Carolina, LDFF, TCH, Hype.
They party.
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? They got some Rocky Mountain. I forget the name of the group in the Rocky Mountain.
They got Rocky Mountain.
Yeah, they got Rocky Mountain crew out there.
Shout
They got a
outs.
bunch of crews out there. You got Tracy Green out there. You got Sharima out there. You know what I'm saying? There's a bunch of people in North Carolina. Shout out to them. They always show Blues some love. They definitely got culture-driven folks down there, you know what I mean, that's moving the culture forward, which is wonderful. You know what I'm saying? How do folks get at you, man? Social media handle, Facebook, Instagram?
I'm not on Facebook.
If they want to get at you.
Not on Facebook.
A little scrolling every day.
Yeah, a little
right?
scroll, but I'm
Yeah,
not posting nothing.
Yeah, but like you're not giving out your number. But if people want to hit you on Facebook, they hit you.
Oh, it's Brandon Worrell.
Brandon Worrell.
On Facebook.
Any Instagram?
Instagram is Mr_Worrell.
Mr_Worrell.
Spell out Mr. Not
Yes.
MR.
MISTER. Not
Underscore.
Mr. Not MISTA.
No.
Not Blackberry Molasses.
Nah.
Is that what it was? Blackberry Molasses.
Shout out to Bobby V.
Yes. Okay. Yo, man, I appreciate you stopping through. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah,
It's
I
dope.
definitely. Your story is one of a kind. You know what I'm saying? Your journey in dance is was a pleasure to watch. It's still a pleasure to watch. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you get a chance to step in, you already know how I feel about you creatively. You know what I mean? Innovatively. You know what I'm saying? So just like I said, man, appreciate the conversation. We got a little history on you.
Yeah.
You know what I
for
mean?
sure.
We got more coming up, man, definitely. And shout out to y'all, man, checking in. You know what I mean? We actually got the visual portion coming on. So, like, work with us. We getting everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We getting everything together. You know what I'm saying? So, this was like a trial run with it. But we were able to talk to my man, Brandon. And, I asked everybody at the end, man, if you were to leave the people with anything you want to tell them, it can involve anything. It could be line dance, it could be life. But if there's something you want to get across to the people that's coming from you to them, what would that be?
I would say therapy.
Ooh.
Therapy is vital. It doesn't mean that you're crazy. It doesn't mean that you need meds. It just means you need to navigate past and current traumas and to just get that energy off you, because why not be your best self? You can have joy every day. It's like make that choice to have joy in your life and accept and attract good things. It doesn't always have to be a struggle.
Bro, that's a word, man.
Yeah.
That's a word, yo. Listen, that's a whole nother conversation. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yo, mental health is paramount.
Yeah. Especially now, man. Like,
Yeah. Life. You know what I'm
Life.
saying? Life. I love that. We're not gonna go too far after that, man. We'll have a conversation off air. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we'll get into that.
But yeah, listen to my man. Therapy, man. Don't run away from that. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, yo. Like your mental health is paramount, tantamount, as my man Ali would say. But again, we appreciate y'all checking in. We love y'all.
Peace.
Peace.